There is a way to pay for your expenses without having the need to work. So yes, you can actually print money if you want to call it that way. Good morning. Today, I would like to take you over to swim with the sharks here in Oslob, Philippines. And I want to share with you this experience. So I want to remind you that I'm not here to sell you anything. I just want to share with you how I actually got to retire at the end of 2024 at the age of 45. So if this is the type of information that you're looking for, please stay because I am going to show you so much information in this video that will help you achieve your financial goals. The S&P 500 has generated 25% in 2023 and almost 30% so far at the end of this year 2024. So in my case, I need about 5% of my investments to be able to pay for all my expenses. So what does this mean? Since the stock market have generated 25 to 30% in the past 2 years, I usually keep some of these gains from these investments on the side in a high yield savings account so I can pay for my expenses for the next 2 or 3 years without worrying if the stock market actually drops at any moment. So the idea is that when the stock market recovers again, what I do is I can just generate more money, and if I have the chance to continue buy on any dip, I just continue to buy stocks like I have been doing during the time when I was working. So yes, if you're new to my channel, what I did is I worked really hard and I invested my money during several years, which allowed me now to generate more money from my investments than what I used to make at my job. To the point that in 2024, before retiring, I actually was saving more than 60% of my salary because I wanted to accelerate my retirement, which I had originally scheduled for the end of 2025. But I was able to accomplish it a year earlier. So let me show you how I actually got here, and at the end of the video I am going to show you some images of this great experience here in Oslob, Philippines, where I got to swim with the whale sharks. Such an amazing experience in case you would like to join as well in the future. Okay, so this is easy. Let me show you all the math, so gather a pen and a paper so you can do the math for your own expenses. First, you need to calculate how much money you need in order to pay for all your expenses without having the need to work. Then you're going to multiply this amount by 20. So for example, look at the image. If I need $50,000 a year, I'm just going to multiply this number by 20, which will give me a total of $1 million. Now, if you invest this money in the S&P 500, which generates an average of 10% per year, that means that you are going to get an average of $100,000 a year. So already the stock market is generating twice as much as the money that you need. So you might not even need $1 million, you might need a lot less. But this will allow you to continue to increase your investments if this is something that you would like. If not, you can actually retire with half of the money. But now let me show you something. At the beginning of the video, I was telling you that the stock market, the S&P 500, for example, have returned more than 25% in the past 2 years, which means that you got 2.5 times what you need for expenses in order to pay your expenses with your investments without touching the principal. And this is exactly what I did. I gathered more than 2 years of living expenses and I put it in a high yield savings account so I can generate interest on this money in the meantime, because I don't want to invest this money since I want to pay for my expenses and I don't want to be forced to sell in case the stock market crashes at any moment. So the idea is that I want to take the rest of the money, the principal that I accumulated through the years, and I want to leave it there to grow indefinitely. And if I have the chance and I have extra money or money that I don't use through the next 2 years, what I do is I continue to buy stocks when they get to a really good price. This is a little different from when I was working. When I was working, I was investing everything I could because I wanted to grow my account to the number of the result that you multiplied for times 20, like I just showed you in the calculation previously. So the idea is that during the time that you're working, you want to save as much money as you can by investing part of your income as much as you can in the stock market or other forms of investments that I show you in my channel. So I call this the chicken of the golden eggs. So the problem is that a lot of people retire, or even before retirement, they take their 401k out of the bank, whatever bank they're actually holding this money. And this is a big mistake that I see everywhere. Because the idea is that if you retire, and let's say you get $1,500 from Social Security, and let's say your 401k produces in the S&P 500, let's say $1,000 a month, this means that you don't only have $1,500 from Social Security, but you can actually get another $1,000 from your 401k or your investments. So that means that now you have $2,500 a month for living expenses. So you don't want to take all the money from your 401k or your investments that actually produce money every single year for you. This is like eating the chicken of the golden eggs. You want to keep that chicken that produces those golden eggs that are going to pay for your expenses for your entire life indefinitely. So now you can see how the money printer works. You grow your accounts to a good principal that can actually generate enough money for you, and then you keep that principal producing more money for you, and you only take the extra out of the principal that produces the money for you. I have several videos in my channel of different ways of investing that I have been doing in the past 10 years that allowed me to get here. And this is why I created this channel, because I want to help you succeed and reach financial independence. So please continue learning, because I know you're going to accomplish great financial goals. And get ready, because the best is yet to come.